My name is Christopher Collom, and I'm a senior geologist with Enerplus. And I've been working here in Calgary on a number of different gas properties, and these are tight gas in British Columbia primarily, and these are major properties that need to be, pretty much worked year-round. A geologist actually does a lot of different things, but they all sort of trickle down to, this stage here where you take wireline logs printed on paper, and you have to go through and calculate intervals within, your pay zone, and we had to do this for every single well in our inventory. Changes in this method can be made, but they have to be made by hand and then retabulated and recalculated, so that would add even more time. It was a slow process, but every geologist has done this, and some of them continue to do it this way. Petra can do the same calculation that I can do by hand or create in Excel, and it does it far faster, and it does it for all my wells. The workflow is fairly simple. The data that I'm getting from the field, I can plug in to Petra literally seconds after it's made available. So this is all real time, and real time is important in the industry because you need to have answers while the rig is still on site. So if they can send me logs right away, and I can plug those into Petra and determine the water saturation and where this fits in terms of our exploration strategy. Petra also gives you flexibility in terms of recalculating. Say for instance you are using a water resistivity value for your field that turns out to be incorrect, or you get more updated data and you have to now use a different resistivity value, and resistivity of course is part of the equations that you use to calculate water saturation. Ultimately, the HPV map is derived from those sorts of numbers, which they get right at the wellhead. Well, if those numbers change, all you have to do is go into your parameters, put in your new SW value, and it will instantaneously recalculate the new HPV map for the entire field. Some of the features that attracted me to Petra as a geologist is that you can import just about any geological information you want. I'm heavily reliant on hands-on. I want to be able to see the rock that the hydrocarbon's coming out of, so I end up looking at it and logging a lot of core. You can bring in core photos, core data, if you want to, into Petra quite easily, and have that posting right next to your logs in cross-section. And there's other geological data that is oftentimes brought in, like for instance porosity and permeability data, which is actually derived from the core. That can very easily be brought in and married to any other data that you have in your particular cross-section or your map. Any geologist can create an HPV map in Petra.